Evidently now the FBI is not investigating what the Bureau once called radical traditionalist Catholics. The FBI retracted a leaked memo that said agents should look for possible ties between Catholics and far-right white nationalists. The Bureau told the Catholic News Agency they retracted the memo because it didn't, quote, meet the FBI's exacting standards. The excuse is curious, though, especially considering we are only finding out about the Bureau's newfound fear of radical Catholics because of a whistleblower. He's with us now. Kyle Seraphin, former FBI agent, indefinitely suspended in April of 2022 over other whistleblowing. Kyle, it's good to see you. We appreciate it. Help us understand this. This is just the Richmond office, right? Is there some group of radical Catholics out there that the FBI folks in Richmond know about?
No, I don't think so, Leland. So this is a document. It's called a finished intelligence product, the main awareness product. And it's written by an intelligence analyst whose full-time job is to essentially write term papers for the Bureau and put them out there for the rest of the term paper writers to look at and then decide whether or not there's that same threat, you know, the threat picture that they're analyzing in their AOR, or their area of operations. If you read this document all the way through, it reads like a woke activist is trying to influence something. It doesn't sound like they've ever met a Catholic. I'm a Catholic. I've been a Catholic 41 years. And I don't think that there's such a thing as a radical traditionalist Catholic, especially in differentiation to a traditionalist Catholic. I just don't think that exists. But it is what is written about there. And you can read through. They talk about things like abortion rights.
I don't have a PhD in comparative religion. I barely passed the class. But I knew enough to, as I read through and having gone to Mass a few times, that a number of the things they were talking about in there just didn't seem to match up with radicalism in America. It did get me thinking, though, about President Biden's speech, September 1 of 2022, about radicalism in America. Take a listen.
Too much of what's happening in our country today is not normal. Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
The FBI is a bureaucracy, as much as we want to think of it as this sort of incredibly qualified and organization beyond reproach. How much of this is just agents and bosses playing politics?
Well, it's really the fact that the FBI acts as an intelligence agency, and the people that they've recruited to do it are very intellectual types. So they're writing, you know, academic rhetoric that follows the lines of what you see in academia. So that's really the big piece of it. It's not as much a law enforcement agency as people would think. It is intelligence agency with law enforcement capability, and they even list that as their priorities when you look into what's called the DIOG, which is the FBI's operation manual. So it's pretty straightforward what's going on here. Like I said, this is kind of a woke activist take. We're talking about abortion rights, LGBTQ things. These are not outside of mainstream Christianity, let alone Catholicism. Like, that's pretty much what Christians believe, that these things are not in line with their faith.
All right, Kyle, thank you very much. Keep letting us know when you find this stuff. It's fascinating.
Absolutely. Yeah, thanks,
thank
Leland.
you. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.